Hey guys, welcome to the YouTube channel of Conscious History, where we will unveil the hidden truths of the past. In this episode, we will look at the flamboyant dandy brother-in-law of Napoleon, Joachim Murat. If something can be said for sure about the character we're going to talk about next, is that, at least in life, he was hated by a lot of people, including Napoleon Bonaparte at the time of his life. We are talking about Joachim Murat, his brother-in-law. Throughout this video, we'll unravel the fascinating story surrounding Murat, his place in the complex web of relationships within the French Empire, and how his remarkable dose of ego ultimately sealed his tragic fate. If you like the content, like and subscribe to the channel, and let's start the video. Joachim Murat was born on March 25, 1767, in La Bastide-Fortunière, a small enclave located in the south of France. Despite his modest family origins, Murat demonstrated a remarkable ability to rise in both the military and political spheres. This rise being attributed by his success on the battlefield, and therefore he was placed in a high position. Murat certainly had an appetite for power. This military strategist forged his career in the shadow of the leader General Bonaparte. He accompanied the future Emperor of France as an assistant in the Italian campaigns of 1796 and also in the expedition to Egypt in 1798. Later promoted to the rank of general, he played a vital role in preparing the coup that brought Napoleon to power in 1799. His word as a talented soldier and main confidant of the emperor earned him important appointments and roles. He led the cavalry forces in notable victories such as Marengo in 1800, Austerlitz in 1805, Jena in 1806, and Friedland in 1807. Also in 1801, he evicted Neapolitans in Rome, was appointed governor of Paris, rose to marshal, and became Prince of the Empire in 1804. In line with the Napoleonic reorganization of Germany, he became the sovereign of the Grand Duchy of Berg in 1806. In 1808, Murat was sent by Napoleon to Spain as a key figure, showing in tackling the Bourbon dynastic crisis to benefit the French Empire. Murat occupied the country, knowing there was a lot of resistance. Later he persuaded Charles IV and Ferdinand VII to move to Bayonne, where they finally abdicated in favor of Napoleon. Murat was a man made for military. Not only did his brilliant military career immortalize him in history, but also his reputation as a true dandy. This term originated in cities like Paris and London in the late 18th century. Perfectly suited Joachim Murat, who was also a brother-in-law of the emperor by marrying Caroline, Napoleon's sister. Murat always attached great importance to his attire. His surroundings had to reflect refinement, personifying the ideal to which those who considered themselves gentlemen aspired. Like several other marshals of the empire, Murat carved his own path. Born as the son of an innkeeper in La Bastide-Fortunière, a small village that would later bear the name La Bastide-Murat, he tirelessly fought throughout his life to overcome his humble origins and assimilate within the aristocrats, whether they were of ancient lineage or newly elevated in the Napoleonic court. This desire led him to care for his image obsessively, seeking thereby to gain distinction among all of Napoleon's men. In addition to all of the above, Murat was exceptionally ambitious. The French Revolution opened up new opportunities for his social ascent. He enrolled in the army, quickly climbing the ranks thanks to his undeniable skill. His achievements did not go unnoticed by Napoleon, who summoned him to accompany him on the campaign to Egypt, marking the beginning of a long-lasting relationship that would eventually wear thin. Both shared ambition, outstanding military skills, and a passion for triumph. Following in Bonaparte's footsteps, Murat obtained not only military recognition, but also noble titles, prestige, and even a crown. Men admired his bravery, and women surrendered to his charm. This relationship with Napoleon inevitably turned into a clash of egos, unable to lead to anything else. Murat had the perfect companion to crown his social ascent, as he joined destiny with Caroline Bonaparte. the youngest and most ambitious of Napoleon's sisters. It was not an easy path to the altar. Napoleon had doubts about whether a natural seducer like Murat, known for his numerous affairs and rumors of a brief romance with Josephine, was the right husband for his younger sister. However, because of the couple's perseverance, he finally gave his consent. Undoubtedly, Caroline and Murat shared similar interests. They had a passion for arts and social life, and their pride drove them to luxury and wanting to stand out in the most elegant circles of French high society. Their aspirations reached their peak when they were crowned as monarchs of Naples in 1808. 2 years earlier, Napoleon had given them the titles of Grand Dukes of Berks and Cleves. However, this did not seem enough for this power-hungry duo. Therefore, after leading the imperial forces in the Iberian Peninsula and convincing himself that he deserved a greater reward, Murat applied to Napoleon to be the King of Spain. Those ambitious desires were frustrated when the emperor decided to crown his brother Joseph as the King of Spain instead of Murat. Although not everything ended there for the main character of this video, because through skillful action and ambition, on July 15 in 1808, Murat became the King of Naples. Motivated by greed, his refined taste, and his unbelievable mindset living like a royal never stopped. Murat led the artistic plunder of the Spanish crown's treasury. He also appropriated paintings, sculptures, and royal jewels that Carlos IV and the Spanish royal family could not take with them to Bayonne. This treasury, once in Paris, ended up in the hands of his wife, Caroline. Naples provided to be a perfect destination for the Murat couple. The beautiful surroundings, with its rich cultural and artistic heritage, presented the ideal setting for someone with such refined taste. Because of his frequent absence, because of his military duties, he left politics in the hands of his wife. However, he did not anticipate that Caroline, under the influence of Napoleon, her brother, would adopt a policy of reconciliation with France, something that Murat, determined to preserve the kingdom's independence from him, rejected. Differences with Napoleon intensified over time and reached their climax when, after the Battle of Borodino in 1812, Murat left and returned to the capital of his newly established kingdom. Determined to maintain his status, he ignored Bonaparte when the emperor's power began to weaken. Fearing for his throne, he ended up in the middle of a series of political intrigues that marked the beginning of his downfall. However, his attempts at reconciliation with Bonaparte during the brief revival of the 100 Days government proved unsuccessful. Despite ensuring his safety, thanks to being married to Caroline, Napoleon was angered by his actions, resulting in Murat being stripped of all his titles and his name was removed from the list of marshals from the kingdom. Their paths would never cross again. Despite this, after Napoleon's defeat at Waterloo, Murat held hope of regaining his status as King of Naples. However, he did not understand that his former friends, loyal to the Bourbon dynasty, always saw him as an invader and not the king Murat believed himself to be. He tried to secure the throne with the support of the Austrians, but his attempt resulted in his own imprisonment in the castle of Pizzo, and ultimately his death sentence. On the day of his execution, he defied death with dignity, and of course we saw his flamboyant and dandy side one last time. He wore his Marshal of France uniform and refused the chair he was offered. He refused to be blindfolded, stating that he had already defied death countless times. And because of this, he did not fear it. He kissed the image of his wife, and in an act of courage, he asked the executioners the following: "Respect my face, aim at my heart. Why?" These were the last words of Joachim Murat, who died because of his great ambition. On the battlefield, he was a genius when it came to leading the cavalry. And because of his flattering social abilities, he married Napoleon's sister, that elevated his social status and eventually made them King and Queen of Naples. Did you know the story of the emperor's dandy brother-in-law? What do you think about the way he presented himself? Leave me your answer below in the comments. And if you liked the video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel to see more similar videos. And activate the notification bell so that YouTube will notify you once we upload a new video. We upload videos regularly. Don't miss it, you will not regret it.